Biggest injury law firm, but they're also like family, and they're just doggone nice.
My son was failing. It's very disheartening. Huntington has changed my son's life. Because of Huntington, my son now has straight A's and B's. It's priceless.
Huntington Learning Center. For tutoring and test prep, call 1-800-CAN-LEARN today.
Deco Drive.
Wow. Scandalous.
Weeknights at 7:30. Now at 10.
Developing now, police investigating a deadly discovery in a Miami Gardens parking lot. A chaotic crash turning deadly, and the driver responsible was caught thanks to some good Samaritans.
There was like a fight, and I said, what is going on?
We're hearing new details on a high-rise tragedy when a 17-year-old is stabbed in his sleep. Anti-ICE protests entering a 6th day in California, and now a legal battle is brewing between the governor and the commander-in-chief.
South Florida homeowners say they're being forced to pay back loans for work that never happened. 7 investigates.
Good morning, South Florida. I'm Alex DeArmas.
And I'm Tavares Jones. Today in Florida at 10 starts now.
This is 7 News Today in Florida.
Here's a live view of Fort Lauderdale Beach on this warm Wednesday morning. It is literally what you're seeing right there is what we're seeing across. Half the screen is okay, and then there's rain on the other side.
Quite a mixed bag this morning. Let's get your check of area weather. Meteorologist Erica Delgado in the Plex with the first look for us. Hey, Erica, good morning.
Good morning. Just another morning with wild South Florida weather. Some spots seeing rain. Most of us, though, have been dry, despite the fact that there is an upper level disturbance between South Florida and Cuba. It's been triggering thunderstorms since yesterday afternoon, but today we're seeing a whole lot less than what we saw yesterday. Now, as we go about through the day, there is still enough moisture, so scattered showers and a few thunderstorms are still in the forecast to develop later today. We'll have to see how much we actually get. I think that we're starting to see some of that Saharan dust already creeping into areas of the Bahamas and just to the north of Cuba, and that might be keeping the thunderstorm activity in check this morning. Here's a quick check on your temperature. It's 88 in Hollywood, 85 degrees in Pompano Beach, 83 currently in Fort Lauderdale. As we work our way into Miami-Dade, 85 in Hialeah. That goes for Miami as well. 84 in Homestead, and Kendall clocking in at about 83 degrees. Working our way through the Florida Keys, we're already starting to see some upper 80s out there. So shaping up to be a steamy one. 89 in Big Pine, 85 in Marathon, and 84 in Key Largo, with the wind out of the east-southeast. 5 to 15 miles per hour. All of South Florida dry right now, or at least for the most part. We have one lowly shower here along the county line near Aventura, with some thunderstorms over the Atlantic, moving closer and closer to Broward coastal areas. And we've seen some showers across portions of the Florida Keys, but for now, as of now, we're seeing quiet conditions. Those showers have now pushed farther and farther away. Your forecast for today does call for maybe a few showers and storms later this afternoon. Highs will be topping out near 90 degrees. Closer look at your forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Developing now, a fight turning deadly when guns are drawn in a parking lot.
7's Alex Browning live in Miami Gardens this morning with more on the police investigation. Alex.
And it all began, Tavares, inside late last night, at least with a group of 4 people. They were kicked out by security. Then some members of that group apparently went inside their cars for their guns, started shooting, and now 2 people are dead.
Person shot, 21433 Northwest 2 Avenue.
You catch a vibe. It's going to be a male down on the ground in the middle of the roadway.
Girls kept fighting at it. The guys were trying to get the girls off each other. And they kept going.
A late night fight inside a Miami Gardens lounge spilling into the parking lot, turning deadly.
Everybody running everywhere they could. They kept shooting.
It happened just after 2 at a shopping plaza off 215th Street and 2nd Avenue. A body covered by a tarp as multiple people were questioned by police.
Some people got thrown out of the bar. So after that, they started fighting outside. The girls started fighting. They kept going at it. And then the guys got into it. Next thing you know, there was a couple of gunshots. There was more gunshots. One was down, the other one was shot in the arm.
Officers say 2 people were shot. Sadly, neither survived.
We have 3 firearms on scene.
And everyone involved is in custody.
There is surveillance footage available. We are reviewing the surveillance footage, and the detectives will be working, again, like I said, around the clock to piece all of this together.
And so far, investigators have not identified the 2 men dead. We're in Miami Gardens. Alex Browning, Today in Florida.
Now at 10, one man killed, 2 others sent to the hospital following a chaotic crash. Police.
But it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there. Behind his seat, and he's coming. This is a make or break season. He's got to make an impact.
Good morning to all you beautiful people out there. Yes, I still have my voice screwed up. But we're back in the building right now. Everybody watching for the show. We got a lot to talk about. Diving into major conversation. Stuff in California. We got riots. We got protesters. We got looters. We got a lot to talk about this morning. We're coming into it live. We're having a good conversation. ICE versus protesters. Are they violent protesters, people? Are they actually doing the right thing? Are they doing the wrong thing? These are conversations right now we got to have in the chat right now. Let me see who's in the building right now. And first off, it is the 11th this morning of June. Welcome back to the Brandon Mason Show. I'm sipping my coffee here. As you know, I lost my damn voice. And I'm bringing a lot of things in here for you today. I got more videos, action-packed videos, things you may have not seen yet, some things that maybe you have seen, but a lot of stuff behind closed doors. People are not showing. And I'm going to show you right here because those major networks won't show what's going on. Let me tell you something. You talk about the Republican, Democrat networks. Sometimes they show things, sometimes they won't. I'm sure they're not showing, obviously, on CNN and MSNBC and a lot of Democratic networks. They're not going to show you what's actually happening. I got videos in here for you. I'm going to show you loud and clear in the building. Let's see who's in the building right now. Stacy, welcome to the show. Pimple Mama, welcome to the show. Diggs in the building. Captain Mickey Mouse is in the house today. Lala, how are you feeling? Let me scroll up and see who's in here. Good morning to you. George Pearson, good morning to you. Pops in the house, good morning to you. Let me scroll on up and see who else is in here today. Nathan, how the hell are you doing? Thank you for the introduction. RB in the chat. If you're watching live right now, we greatly appreciate you. We're getting ready to dive into the craziness of what's going on. People in the chat right now. You know there's a lot happening, and Trump sent military action to get this done. Now, people are in the chat right now. If you voted for Trump, put Trump in the chat. If you didn't, that's okay. Put USA. But what I want to talk about is what had to be done to take control of the streets of California. When I show you these videos, it's sad, man. It's sad. People out there doing serious destruction all over the world. We got people in different parts, different countries now stepping up, protesters in different parts of the country. And Trump made it very clear, if you even remotely come close to what's going on now, you will see more force than you've ever seen before to stop all the crazy madness going on. I'm going to show you some stuff right here. Take a look at some of these clips here that I'm going to show you. I had some new clips this morning. It is out of control. Take a look. Some people would say that watching that, there are just protesters out there. They're not violent protest. I watched yesterday some clips. People come to the chat, and you guys know I call it like it is. I'll give you both sides. If I like it, I'll tell you. If I don't, I won't. Whatever. If I don't like it, I'll say, look, it's not good. Or if it's Trump doing some good stuff, I'll say, yeah, we love it. If it's like what's going on with Elon Musk and Trump, I don't like it. I don't like the experience we're getting right here as American people walking around. Listen, these two major powerful people having basically hissy fits on social media. I tell you the truth, right, in the chat right now. You guys know I do that. So today's conversation is more or less involved in why are they being deported, number one, and number two, is it the right thing to do? And then why are the Democratic people acting like this is not supposed to happen? Like they let them in the country illegally. They opened the doors. They didn't stop it. I'm not saying that the whole border's wide open, but they let them pour in here. And now they're here. And now Trump is stepping up, trying to get it done, trying to take care of what you guys are seeing right here. So let's take a look at this clip here. Newsom says that the deployment of 2,000 more National Guards is unhinged. How do you guys feel about this?
The additional 2,000 National Guard men and women that President Trump now is redeploying are being taken away. It's the 79th Infantry. These are I know these folks well. You know these folks well. These are the folks, these are the National Guard men and women that have been out there protecting you here in Southern California during the fires, after the fires. We are now taking many of them off assignments on forest management, protecting communities, vulnerable communities against summer and wildfire season. We're removing them from task forces that we've created to deal with fentanyl interdiction. I have 394 National Guard men and women down at the border. I imagine they may even be pulled for this theatrical display of toughness by a president of the United States who's unhinged and has now crossed a red line in this country.
So I have a question, people in the chat right now. What do you think that we're supposed to do? I mean, be honest right now. What do you think if you're the president of the United States and you're seeing a state getting destroyed, like literally the highways, the cars, they're burning cars, they're hitting police cars, they're smashing windows, and the governor out there is just like, you know, and I got to give it to you straight. I got to tell you the reality, right? Gen C in the building, how you feeling? Philip in the chat. Caesar Blue, how you feeling in the building right now? Coming into the chat. Welcome to the show, everybody, if you're coming for the first time. I just showed you a clip with Governor Newsom. He got on there and he said, you know what? That Trump's a bad person because he's sending in military force. He wasn't going to do anything about it. So all of these people are going to keep destroying the streets, right? Take a look at this clip here. Look how this is in the middle of the street.
Your family hates you. 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 Your family hates you.
Like, I don't get, like, I just don't even get what the chants are about. Like, I'm just not getting the situation. But they're causing mass destruction in the streets. Violent protesters spray painting the grounds, spray painting buildings. And you know what it is? It isn't like just in the streets. They're looting and they're going inside of buildings, robbing Apple stores. Literally going in stadiums. They're robbing so many different places, and they're saying it's a peaceful protest. I'm like, this isn't peaceful. And I have clips of them saying it's a peaceful protest. But take a look at this one here. Look at what we're seeing in this live action and footage here. I got to turn the sound on. Actually, there's a song on there, but look at this. Look at the smoke, the fumes, cars burning. Shit happening every damn day now. It's been going out there. And this is not a peaceful protest, people. And I'm not saying that I'm against people going for what they believe in, going against a corrupt government. Like, that's why we have weapons, right? We have weapons for a reason to do that. And then the Democrats would say, most of them would say, get rid of your guns. So that would be very awkward, right? You can't even, do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, when I'm watching this right now and seeing what these people are doing, a lot of these people that are here, they are saying they're trying to take their actual land back. Listen to this for a second. We have people, if you're watching live right now, we have people in our country, in California, saying they are taking their land back. People listen in the chat right now. Mexico, I love all our beautiful countries around the world. I got to say it every time. I love all of our beautiful countries around the world. But we have people, okay, that are here in the streets, rioting and looting, protesting, saying they're taking their streets back. Listen to this clip. You got to watch it. We'll show this a couple times a day, but take a look at this.
This is our city, and this was Mexico. You can't kick us out of the land that was ours. Donald Trump! Fascism! Let our people free! Let our people free! Suelta nuestra gente!
What's the windblower for?
Just for the fucking tear gas to blow it back at those motherfuckers. If you have a fucking blower, bring it up! Push them back! We will not do 1992 again with your fucking tanks! I was 12 then! I'm 44 now! I will die for my fucking kids! And all of these young people are here are my fucking kids! Because I'm an LA native mom! These are my fucking children you're fighting! You! Major Bass, if you can hear me, expect me in your office on Monday for attacking my children!
If you could say something to Donald Trump right now, what would you say?
Donald Trump! You can suck my left nut, you can get out of my fucking drawer! You're just Mac Salma Hayek when they give you the time of day, bitch! And because Claudia Sheinbaum make you look like...
Do you see the look of these people? I mean, literally, do you see what they even look like? It is, I will say this. Standing up for what you think is right is an amazing thing. And you should do that 100%. I'm not saying that. But do you hear what she's saying in the beginning of this message here? She says, this is our country, and we're taking it back. Then she says, California is our state, our part of our land, and we're taking it back. So let me tell you something. This is bigger than what people are thinking. People in here are like, well, you know what? California, stand up. Let me tell you something. They said it's 40% out there of these people, and they're out there saying we're taking our land back. Do you see what this is, people? Listen to what I'm telling you. And watch the beginning of this. If you're out there and you're rooting for this, you're going to find a massive war that you have never seen before in different states. Look what's happening one more time. Look at the beginning of this clip. Just the beginning when she says, this is our, is it a he or she? I don't even know. I'll be honest with you. I can't tell. Says, this is our, listen to this. Listen to this real quick. I'm going to play it again. Pay attention.
This is our city, and this was Mexico. You can't kick us out of the land that was ours. Donald Trump! Fascism! Let our people free! Let our people free! Suelta nuestra gente!
What's the windblower for?
That's for the fucking tear gas to blow it back at those motherfuckers. If you have a fucking blower, bring it up! Push them back! We will not do 1992 again with your fucking tanks! I was 12 then! I'm 44 now! I will die for my fucking kids! And all of these young people are here are my fucking kids! Because I'm an LA native mom! These are my fucking children you're fighting! You! Major Bass, if you can hear me, expect me in your office on Monday for attacking my children!
If you could say something to Donald Trump right now, what would you say?
Donald Trump! You can suck my left nut, you can get out of my fucking drawer! You're just Mecca Salma Hayek!
Do you see the type of people that we're dealing with? And people in the chat, everyday media in the building, we greatly appreciate you. Welcome to the show. We greatly appreciate you. What I'm showing you today are clips I promise you some of you have seen, some of you have not. And they're literally going, and I love all the beautiful countries in the world. Listen, if you come over here, we even have the Olympics, right, in different places of the world, waving their flag. When they're over here, we have different months that we do, you know, in our world. Even in our schools, we have even like Spanish month, we have Black History Month, we have all these different things, countries and races and all this kind of stuff. And it's wonderful representing that. Martin Luther King, you know, all these great things, great things we should remember of life and whatever. And then you get to this type of world. I can't even tell if that's a boy or a girl. Like, honestly, a man or a woman. And this is a 45-year-old man. I'm like, I thought it was a 28-year-old woman. Like, I'm being honest. Like, I don't know what they're doing out there, what they're teaching these people, but I will tell you, this shit's getting out of hand. Take a look at this clip here.
I
mean, this is the kind of thing right now. And these are being paid to protest. So you guys understand. They're being paid to protest. When the six straight got the streets straight for the road, something on every giving out different types of Sunday, dicks get tripping up and down the runway. They get down to bust their hand and let the kids rock and tough, but it's never too late. I understand class blast, I'm stuck ahead on class with the same bag, but you get to the spread. They can't we can tell you know, just in general, you know, as a man having a big heart, as a woman having a heart, you know, I'm sure people sit back and go, damn, you feel bad for these people. You know what I'm saying in the chat right now? If you're watching live, everybody in the chat right now, put ICE, put protesters, put Trump, drop it in the chat right now, let people know what we're talking about. NVIDIA's King in the building. How are you feeling? Jocelyn in the building. How are you feeling? Look, I'm showing you what's actually happening. These are real videos of people doing real things, right? And then let's take a look at this for a moment. I'm going to show you this clip here. This is another one where this gentleman that's in Tampa. So there's some patriots have arrived in Tampa. People are out there going, if you want to do that in Florida, they're going to start showing up on the other side. I'm telling you, this is going to get out of control. But here's the thing. What this man says to this woman is, go back to your country then. Like if you don't like it here that much, the person says, I hate this country, then go to your, I don't get the reasoning for that. Like, take a look at this clip here. I'm going to show you this one here. loud and clear on the, look at this here.
We want justice, you say how? If you love Mexico, go back to Mexico. If you love Mexico, go back to Mexico. Racist piece of shit. If you love Mexico, go back to Mexico. Now you're fat. Stop the ice cream now!
Like, these are conversations that we got to have. Look, people in the chat, I love every country. I don't give a damn where you're from. We'll show that clip again. This man is standing there, and this woman's going, talking about Mexico and how beautiful Mexico. And he's like, go back to Mexico. Like, what, you're over here waving a Mexican flag. I have family from Mexico. I have friends from Mexico. I have some great business contacts in Mexico. I have some great people in Mexico. It's not about that. It's the fact that imagine if you went to Mexico and you're just waving the American flag every which direction. You know what I'm saying right now? If you're over here right now, in the building right now, watching live, imagine if you go to another country and you wave your flag, your Mexican flag, and you're waving that shit. They're not going to let you do that. They're not going to let you do that. And that's the whole thing that I'm showing people. Like, I'm wondering in general what they are thinking reality is actually like. That you can't come here and actually do that and think you're getting away with this kind of stuff. And you can't do it in any other country. It isn't about being here. You can't do this anywhere. Here's another clip here. This is in Nebraska. Take a look at this clip here. Let me show you this video. This is what's happening over there.
Civil warrant in hand, ICE and its federal partners executed the largest workplace enforcement operation in Nebraska. Roughly 100 individuals who ICE claims are here illegally were removed from their workplace. Many scattered when officials arrived. Some were hiding in freezers that hit sub-zero temperatures. EMTs were on hand and checked nearly every individual out to ensure that they were okay. One man hid in a wall compartment and refused to come out, even with a canine on hand. Officers say that man pulled box cutters on agents. The district attorney tells us that he will be charged with assault on a federal officer. The owner of this company says that he used E-Verify, but many working for him were pulling the wool over his eyes by using the identities of U.S. citizens. Gary Rohr tells us that he essentially has to rehire his entire workforce, and he's worried about the business suffering.
What an experience. I take a look at some of this stuff, and definitely not a peaceful protest. I understand they do not want their families to be separated. They don't want to go back to their country. I completely get it. If I was dating a girl and she had to go back, I'd be extremely upset about that. Or if I was here and I was illegal and I had to go back. Look, it all makes sense to me why they feel the way they feel. It all makes sense. But the reality is, I keep reminding people, it is illegal. It is illegal. And the question comes down to, was it wrong for Kamala Harris and Joe Biden to let them in the country? Or is it wrong that Trump is using force to get them out? Like, take a look at that. That's a question I'm going to use today on another broadcast. Is it wrong that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris let them in? Or is it wrong that Trump is using force to get them out? Right? Like, it's like, we got to decide on that. Because if it's illegal, it's illegal. Like, well, how else can you spin it? But take a look at this one.
Hey, what happened to you, bro? They shot you in the head? You all right?
To me, I take a look at it again, and I got to keep saying this. I completely understand people that are upset about it, and especially the people that are like, "This is my family, and I'm getting separated from my family." Go with your family then. If I was from another country and I was over here, if I came over from Mexico or from Russia or from Africa or from, whatever, Australia, it doesn't matter. When I come over here, my family, and like, your mom and your dad, they got to go. Well, I got to go too. Like I'm going with my family back where we came from, whether it's great or not great. That's where you're from. There's visas and there's things for a reason. There's passports, all these things for a reason to go to all these other countries. And the sad part is we have people in our own country that are going, they should stay. I'm not saying that you don't feel bad. I feel bad. But the point is, it's not legal. If you go to China or you go to Russia or you go to England or you go to Italy or even the Bahamas, wherever you go, they're going to ask you to leave. You can't just go there and stay. You can't say, I don't like America. I'm going to go over to, another country and I'm going to stay here. They're going to be like, yeah, no problem. Just hang out. No passports, no visas, no documentation, no driver's license, no nothing. And you're just living around here doing what you got to do. You cannot do that in those countries either. So why does it make sense that people even believe that you could come here and do that here? So these are the problems that don't make sense, and people now they're cracking down. It would be really easy for people to bypass certain things like, hey, these are some people here, let them stay. You have one person does something wrong. Hey, let's welcome them. Let's fix the situation. You can't fix millions of people. You just can't fix millions of people. It's easy to help a bus of people. It's not easy to help millions of people. Let me show you what the military thinks. The military is pretty damn pumped up about what Trump is doing. Take a look. You know how powerful it is to hear that USA. You know how powerful that is. I haven't heard that since I was playing football coming through the tunnel. And the other day I was on a boat watching the planes fly over, and there was this older woman there, and she was crying, and they were playing that song, and they were saying USA, and the planes were coming over, and she was crying. I'm like, what's going on with her? And she said, this country is the most beautiful place. And I get that. She's going through a lot, all these kind of things, And let's take a look at this for a second. Let me look at the chat for a minute. People in the live stream, and I'll put your states in the chat right now. Everybody in the chat, put where you're from in the building right now. And we know we got to take a look and see what Plump's got to say this morning. Plump's always saying some wild shit, but let's take a look. He usually says, well, but we got to give him a shot. Let's take a look. The student visas are legal, and also said work permits are legal. So here's what I will say. If you came over here, right, and I give it to you straight. If you came over here and you have a working visa that's not expired and you got deported, I'd be against that. If you had a working visa and it was not expired, and Trump took that away, I would be against that, okay? If you were a student and you had a student visa and you were going to school and it was not expired, okay, and it was not expired, then I would be against that, okay? That I understand and wholeheartedly agree with that. If you have a situation where you come in and you're doing what you got to do and you're doing it right, that makes sense, and I feel bad for those people, and I believe that should be adjusted. But the people that are pouring into the country, okay, the people that are pouring into the country, look at that. Plump, did I not just give you what you wanted to hear? Did you not just hear what I just said? Did I not give it to you straight right there? People in the chat, am I not being as fair as possibly can be in the damn chat this morning like I am every day? I just told you, if they have working visas or student visas and they did it the right way and you're being deported and that it did not expire, then I think that is failing the system in that way. But if you were hiding in freezers, okay, if you're hiding in freezers, if you're out there hanging out at different places and you're not supposed to be here, or you look like this person here, this is just a joke. People coming to the chat, look at this.
This is our city, and this was Mexico. You can't kick us out of the land that was ours. Donald Trump! Fascism! Let our people free! Let our people free! Suelta nuestra gente!
What's the windblower for?
Just for the fucking tear gas to blow it back at those motherfuckers. If you have a fucking blower, bring it up! Push them back! We will not do 1992 again with your fucking tanks! I was 12 then! I'm 44 now! I will die for my fucking kids! And all of these young people are here are my fucking kids! Because I'm an LA native mom! These are my fucking children you're fighting! You! Major Bass, if you can hear me, expect me in your office on Monday for attacking my children!
If you could say something to Donald Trump right now, what would you say?
It's like, that is a person that you have no idea what that is. Like, I don't even know. It looks like something from like the Little Rascals, or like, I don't even know what that looks like. I'm not talking about the words, but Little Rascals, like just a helmet and goggles and like just random shit wearing that a kid would put on that has no idea like what you're going to wear today, showing up, going outside. It's like, what the hell is that? I'm sure the parents of that person are just sitting there going, what the fuck is going on? What did we raise in that perspective? And this was a clip here with the ammunition flying out. If you're watching live in the building right now, everybody put Trump in the chat. If you voted for Trump, drop it in the chat right now. Alexander said, deport all of California. People coming to the chat right now. If you're watching live, everybody, if you voted for Trump, put Trump in the chat right now. If you did not vote for Trump, that is okay. Put USA in the chat. We're letting YouTube know what we're talking about in the building. They'll show some of the stuff. Sometimes they won't. But I'm going to show it to you because I don't give a damn. Take a look at this. This is the chopper showing up, bringing the weapons.
It's a surreal sight. This Black Hawk moved in just in the last few minutes from the Border Patrol, landing at that Homeland Security office on the Paramount side, right next to the Home Depot, and they are unloading this huge helicopter with, just boxes and boxes, dozens of boxes of ammunitions, less lethal weaponry. You see these tanks with flammable labels on the side, one after another, an entire shipment, as if they were getting ready for some kind of a major battle. It really has to be said. This is a remarkable sight in the middle of a suburban street here, where they are just unloading all of these weapons, carts full of boxes and flammable weaponry. So you can see that it just made its own parking spot there in the parking lot of that Homeland Security office on the other side of the river, where all of this is taking place, and just a few blocks from that Home Depot and right across the freeway from where that car fire was, just a few blocks away, and the protesters and Sheriff's Department had been squaring off. But this site here at the Homeland Security office of these federal officials unloading dozens of boxes of weapons and ammunition is just quite a sight to behold here. Something I really don't recall ever seeing here. Guys, back to you.
Look, at the end of the day, people come into the chat, it's like, I get both sides. If you guys hear me so far today, Raiders, Zach in the building, Terry Martinez in the building, Jody Ball in the building, Everyday Media, Jupiter, Imani Stackhouse in the chat. Maggie, how you feeling? Welcome to the show. If you're watching live right now, drop your states in the chat right now. George Pearson, drop your states in the chat right now. Ryan Danger, drop your states in the chat right now if you are watching live, to let people know where you are watching from in the chat right now. Drop your states. Why I break this down for a second. Look, people that are in here right now are like, is it right or wrong? Look, the problem is, and look, another message from Plump said, Plump said, we're paying for the helicopter. Of course we are. Why would we not? We're trying to protect our country. This is what I'm saying. I can agree with you when I believe it's right. I can disagree when it's not right. They are bringing the chopper to bring ammunition to protect our police force, protect people that are running ICE, protect our local people that are taking care of our sheriff departments, our local buildings, protecting stores. I got videos of them rioting, looting, and going in and stealing. I have a question in the chat right now. Why do people in the building right now, right, come into the chat and think that it's right when they are robbing stores, Apple stores, Home Depots, Best Buys? What does this have to do with robbing stores? That's what I'm trying to get at right now. You could say they should stay because you have a big heart. The only reason in the chat that I feel why people should actually be in the damn building saying they should stay is because you have a big heart. If you got a big heart, you go, look, I just feel bad for these people. I don't want to send them back. That's the only reason that you can say to me right now that makes any sense. That's the only thing you can say right now, and I'm looking at the chat right now. Aaron, welcome to the show. We greatly appreciate it. Dave in the chat, welcome to the show. Chrome, Chrome. Hold on, Chrome. I got you, Chrome. Every damn day. Make some noise! People coming to the chat, I appreciate it. Tracy's in the building. How you feeling? Look, here's the point that I'm trying to explain to you. When you take a look at this, look how they're blocking the roads. You can't even drive. Look, take a look at this. I'm taking a look at that right now. And what Kevin said, everyone in the chat right now, how can you feel bad for what you are seeing? I agree. No, I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel bad for the protesters out there acting ridiculous. I don't feel bad for those people out there lighting shit, burning shit. These people aren't even the illegal people, most of them. These are a lot of these people that are from California. You're not going to see that shit in Florida. I'll bet you right now, when they start doing this shit here, down in Florida and you start letting it get at it, protesters, no problem. You want to see what a protest in Florida looks like? This is what a protest in Florida looks like. I just showed this clip if you're watching live in the building right now. This is what a protest in Florida looks like. Very peaceful, and you can't do shit. Take a look at this one.
We want justice, you say
So we told you to go back to Mexico. Plum said these are the same videos. Okay, so far we've showed 8 different videos this morning. And if I got to go through the show them, I'll show them to you. But I know Plum always has something negative to say. Even though I agree with one of your statements today to show you some love, I had to agree with you today, Plum, because I don't want you to go back and crawl into your hole after the show. I showed several videos, including the one you just saw today, including the one from Nebraska, including the one where Gavin Newsom is talking about 2,000 National Guard members, including the video of the guy spray painting F Trump on the chat, including the girl who looks like a guy who wearing goggles and a helmet, including 2 videos that have music in the background that I cannot play, including showing the military with Trump on there. So there you go, Donald J. Plump, again with the dumb messages that you got to say in the chat right now. We got to come in and make fun of you because you make no sense. In the chat right now, because he's making no sense right now, everybody say, dump the Plump in the chat right now. Everybody say, dump the Plump in the chat because I gave him a chance. He's being ridiculous, so we got to say, dump the Plump in the chat right now. Let him know. Now, let's take a look at this. So we got another video here of people that are heading, ICE and the sheriff departments, and they're talking about Gavin Newsom, and he was honest about it. He said, we don't have anything right now to arrest Gavin Newsom. But he said they're not saying that's not going to happen. They're saying we don't have anything right now, but they're looking into certain things. And he protected it, but he kept it very clear because Trump said if it was up to him, he'd arrest Gavin Newsom, the governor out there in California, who's letting this shit just burn down. Gavin Newsom literally is letting people riot, loot, break into all these business owners out there. They don't like Gavin Newsom. All their shit's getting messed up. Take a look at this clip here. This is an important message to hear.
The president said it would be fine if you arrested Gavin Newsom. On what grounds would you arrest Gavin Newsom?
Well, that whole thing's been taken out of context. They haven't crossed the line yet, but like any other U.S. citizen, if you cross that line, I don't care who they are, the governor, the mayor, wherever, when you commit a crime against ICE officers, we will seek prosecution.
So this whole thing is just a bunch of noise, basically, because you're not claiming that Gavin Newsom has done anything to impede ICE officers.
Well, I'll leave that up to DOJ, but what I'm saying right now is when someone commits a crime, we'll ask the Department of Justice to investigate and prosecute. So I'm not a prosecutor, so we'll hand that over to DOJ, but right now, there's no intention to arrest the governor right now. I don't know if he crossed that line.
Tell us the situation as you understand it right now.
Right now, things are somewhat calm. We don't see the violence we saw last night.
Why do you think things have gotten more calm?
Look, I don't know. National Guard is now here on the ground helping to protect life and property. They're protecting government property, protecting lives of our officers, but they're also here to protect civilian life.
And finally, when will the National Guard be able to go home?
Well, that's a case-by-case decision. That's a day-by-day decision. We'll see.
This is the kind of thing we're talking about right now. You wonder why he's sending military force, Marines, National Guard. You wonder why this is happening. Right? You wonder why this is happening. And look, right now, Plump, you can call into the show live right now. I got you set up. People watching live, you can see that Plump will not call him, but take a look. I got it set up right here. It's already ready for Plump to call into the show. Anybody that wants to call in live right now, if you have a laptop or a computer, you can call into the show right now. You will see this vertical format. You will be down there right where that blank space is. You will show up right there. If you want to call into the show, I will drop the password into the chat and you can call into the show. People that are worried about it, or if you are concerned, I will not have you call in and attack you in conversation. Don't worry about that. You can have any conversation and people in the chat will give you all the ultimate respect you deserve to call into the show because we want to hear your message. We want to hear what your exact truth is instead of, talking behind a keyboard You can call into the show right now. I can give it to you. Donald J. Plump said, or you could StreamYard instead of being, okay, exactly. He doesn't want to call into the show once again. That's the thing. Like, I come into the show giving honest feedback, and I want to make it. That's why I do this. I want people to come in here and have honest conversations, so that way they can, hear. I want to hear them out. I'm not going to come here and just talk shit on somebody. Call in. I will hear you out loud and clear, and I can hear what you got to say. But again, I'm giving you the opportunities to do that. This message resonated with me, though. I'm going to show you something here. This message resonated with me about the superintendent because I saved this video from the other day because he said, look, I started off XYZ. I came here, as an immigrant, and I became a good person. Now he's major, big time, work with Homeland Security and work with agents, and he gets into the situation where he's running a big time, organization, and he's an immigrant. And he goes, look, people want to come here and do that. I understand that, and I think that they should do that. The problem is they're undocumented, and we just don't know who they are. Everyone in this country, for the most part, their families, ancestors, whatever, going to go way back, grandmothers have come here as immigrants. Yes, this country was founded on immigrants. But at this point, you have to have laws. You have things, you have legislature, you have bills, you have things that have to protect our country. People going to schools, the safety of our children, the way that it works. And every country has this. Every country has this. So for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to let all these people into our country, they legit came in here and set these people up for failure. I'm being honest. I'm telling you the reality. They let all these people pour into this country. And when they did that, they set these poor, some of them are innocent, people, these poor, innocent, and some of them are not innocent. But she single-handedly let all these people, I shouldn't say single, her and Joe Biden and Democratic organization, but she was supposed to be in charge of this. She let all these people pour into the country. And now Trump steps in and goes, you all got to go. And most of the country, as you see in the election, voted for Trump. If you're in the chat right now we're pushing more people coming into the building right now. Everybody watching, put Trump in the chat right now. If you voted for Trump, put Trump in the chat right now. If you did not, put USA right now in the chat. And I'm going to go take a look. If you want to call in, you can call in right now. Donald J. Plump, you are an independent, you said. And enough of you. I'm not going to mention your name anymore unless you want to call into the show. Johnny Paxter said, follow the laws and do the right thing. It's that simple. Let me post that. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Everybody in the chat right now, put Trump. If you did not vote for Trump, put USA. Drop it in the chat right now. We want to see where you guys are from. Aaron, welcome to the show. Johnny, Frank, welcome to the show. So to anyone want to see anything going on in Europe, I'll take a look at that and double check. I was looking at that, but I will go into it further. Frank, I will definitely do that. Jeff Lee in the building. Our little sandbox said, I'm amazed at this dude's energy. Yesterday, he was wanting over 50 minutes and did not call. Yeah, he didn't call in yesterday. He didn't call in. I gave him the chance to call in, and he doesn't call in. And by the way, the people that will be calling into the show for our interviews will be on computers, and it'll be a very formal situation. We'll probably be on the some on the vertical format, but then on the horizontal format as well. It's going to get a lot different in here. And I wish I would show you the setup, but it's okay. I'll do that when they get ready to call in. But people that are coming to the show right now, I wanted to show this clip. This still resonated with me. And I want to show this. This super, even though I disagree with letting all of them in the country, this was an inspirational message that should come from people that are coming in as immigrants. And I do believe that he's trying to do the right thing, but has to understand in this country we cannot. But let's take a look.
And I want to confess to you, for those of you who may not know, I would be a hypocrite if I did not fight for those who today are facing conditions that over 40 years I faced as an undocumented migrant to this country. I want to repeat that. I would be the biggest hypocrite in the world, regardless of my position today, if today I did not fight for those who find themselves in the same predicament I faced over 40 years ago when I arrived in this country at the age of 17 as an undocumented immigrant. Education made me and saved me. I became a teacher, a principal, a superintendent leading the nation's largest districts, 4 times selected as National Superintendent of the Year. Do not underestimate the power of the immigrant child who may very well become an adult who does well and good by America. If I come across with a certain degree of contempt and anger, I am, because Monday, actions were taken in this community that have no place in our city, in our state, or across America. I'm still mystified as to how a first, second, third, fourth, or sixth grader would pose any type of risk to the national security of our nation.
So even though I do believe that if you're here illegally, it's against the law, you got to go, I do also understand that there's a time and place to do raids. And I think at an elementary school to raid during a graduation is ridiculous. I think we can all agree with that, right? Like, I got to give it to you straight. I got to be honest with you guys. I don't bullshit around the clock, and I got to tell you the reality. Even though I agree that the people here illegally should be gone, I do agree the simple fact that doing a raid during elementary school graduation is ridiculous. And it's probably the best way to get all the parents out of here illegally. I get it. I'm not denying that. That's probably smartest because they're all sitting in the damn student section or bleacher section or in the stadium or in the gym and cafeteria, wherever they're at. I do understand that that is the way to do it because you can get to them quicker. But I do disagree that that is traumatized, especially to the kids. And whatever we got to do in this country. Like, this is part of what we got to do. And people that are watching live right now, that's why I do, in fact, bring those messages back. That's why I do, in fact, show TikTok videos and Instagram videos and viral videos and YouTube videos. I will bring them back and refresh people's memory because I do have to give both sides. If I got on here every single day and just said, ICE, ICE, arrest them all, and didn't give an unbiased opinion and go back and show inspirational videos, then I would be wrong. So that is why I do what I do. It is very important to do that, or I would look like an asshole up here, to be completely honest with you. But this is a video also that if you haven't seen it, this is one that you should see.
And as far as releasing so many people, you know why the Biden administration released millions of people in the United States? No one ever talks about it. I'll talk about it. Why did they release people into the interior of the United States and put them, rather than put them into an ice bed? Why not put them in an empty ice bed at $127 a night rather than in a hotel room at $500 a night? They did it on purpose because when you put them in ICE detention bed, they get a hearing in 35 days. Court records show 9 out of 10 people claim asylum, get order removal, they're gone. But if you release them and put them in a hotel room at $500 a night, their hearings could be 5, 7, 9 years if you pull out all appeals. And what are they hoping for then? That another Democrat administration is in power. They can warrant amnesty to millions. This is about selling this country out for future political power. That's what it was. The law clearly says if you arrive at our border without proper documentation, you shall be detained. Not maybe, not think about it, shall. And that's what President Trump's doing. Catch and release is over. That's what the law.
Well, you guys can see that right there, right? I mean, you guys can see what's going on. I mean, I'm taking a look at this, right? I'm trying to star some of this stuff and fix the message in the chat right there. You know what? You know what's crazy? When I come into the building, I give both sides, right? If you guys agree right now, if you guys watching live right now, do I not give both sides? I understand the situation. I got a big heart. I want them to be able to stay. On the other hand, there's some good people. There's some bad people. We don't know who they are. They're undocumented. We are worried for our children, our people in here. We got to be safe. In the chat right now, if you guys feel that I'm giving it to you straight and unbiased, put a Y in the chat right now. If you agree with what I'm saying, in the chat right now. Brick City, how you feeling? Gino in the building, how you feeling? King Boomy in the building, welcome to the live stream. Put a Y in the chat right now if you think I'm giving it to you unbiased, giving it to you straight right now. Tech guy in the building, put an N if you think that I'm not. I just want to make sure that I'm clear. Raider Zach in the building right now. Put a Y in the chat if you think I'm giving it to you straight. Terry Martinez, welcome back to the show. Greatly appreciate you. Amani, Frank, Kevin, Jeff, our little sandbox. Brittany's in the chat. How are you feeling? Okay, Chester, tell me how it's not. Lord, how are you feeling? Say we appreciate the love, but we got to keep it real too. That is exactly right. Got A&F, how you feeling? Marty, Scott in the building right now. Everybody in the building right now. Everybody's saying why, because I'm literally telling you both sides of the coin, how I get why they don't want to leave. I get why those people, that's what we got to do. We got to let people know both. We got to let people know what's going on. Chester, tell us how. If you want to call on live to the show, if you got a computer, laptop, you can call on live right now. My goal is to have people calling in. We have set up interviews. The first one actually coming in is a bare knuckle fighter coming in. I'll put on the list there. My voice was obviously screwed up. I'm having 2 coffees here to fix that. My voice I lost. Whether it was talking too much, running my damn mouth, maybe, or it was because I was up late, had family in town, maybe, or I don't know why, but it's gone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to fix that shit right now. Maybe I was talking too damn much, giving my damn opinion too much. I don't know. But the reality is, I got to let you know what's going on. And let me pin this to the top. Aaron just put a good point in there. Said ICE has a difficult job, and this has to be done, right? Like, I like that, man. You want me to tell you something? This is a difficult job for a lot of people. And you know, a lot of people don't realize that. It's a difficult job. You know, I got it there at the bottom of the screen. Is it right or wrong? Deporting immigrants. In the chat, people, put right or put wrong in the chat right now. Let me see what you guys think. In the chat right now, put right or put wrong. Regardless of how you feel about the feelings, take emotions out. The emotional decisions are important just because you got a big heart. Emotional decisions can also get you in trouble in business and any aspect of life. And we're talking about people here. But let's be real. If you take the emotion out of it and we look at the people that poured into our country, they should not be here for whatever reason. And now people are like, we want them to stay. I get why you want them to stay. But the reality is they can't stay. It's illegal. Like that's the reality. People in the chat, you know what I'm talking about. And I hate to say it like that because there's so many great people and hardworking people from those freaking countries. And it's not just Mexico. It's not just, you know, one country. It's all over the world, right? Dustin in the building, how you feeling? We just have a large influx of Spanish because those countries are also connected to us, right? Mexico walks right across the border. We have people from Cuba come. Miami is tons of Cubans, right? Excuse me, tons of Cubans. Some great people, some bad people, just like American people. We got our own problems in the chat. We got our own problems, right? We got good American people and bad American people. It's not just those people, but we just don't know who they are. And because they're undocumented over here walking around, we're like, what the hell's going on? Venezuela, everyday media said Venezuela. In the chat right now, if you're watching live, if you are a subscriber of the show, put a Y in the chat right now. I want to see who's a subscriber of the show while I get ready to get into the next part of this conversation here. If you are a subscriber of the show, put a Y in the chat right now. Mr. Manu in the building. I didn't even say your freaking name. Mr. Manu, welcome to the freaking live stream. By the fact, Mr. Manu, make some noise! In the building every damn day. We appreciate you so much. If you're a subscriber of the show, thank you for joining. If you subscribe today, let me know if you're a subscriber of the show. And also, if you subscribe today in the chat, say just subscribed. Chester, we greatly appreciate you. Look, if you guys take an opposite side of me, it's completely okay. If I come into the chat and I explain something that you don't like, you can let me know in the chat. Do not hold back. This is not a conversation where you have to, where you have to come into the chat and agree with me. Like, this is something where we build a community together and also build a lot of great things. Kevin, I greatly appreciate you. Raider, I appreciate you. If you are new to the chat and you're here for the first time, put first time in the chat right now. If you are here for the first time in the chat right now, put first time. People in the building right now, drop it in the chat. Charles, we greatly appreciate you. And I gotta tell you the realities of it. But when I take a look at these clips, I'm not seeing anything that is a comfortable or a protest that makes any kind of sense. Let's take a look at this clip here. Do you guys think that this is a peaceful protest? Look at understand that a lot of these people are paid by the Democratic Party to go out there and do this kind of stuff? I mean, like, honestly, do you guys understand that these people are paid actors, basically? Paid protesters? And then you know what? Let me tell you something. Being that I'm biracial, white and black, I love to, explain both sides. And I have some great people that are on both sides of my family that are some amazing people. And if I see things that are happening on the white side, I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. And growing up, I've seen a lot of it. And I will tell you, growing up, I've seen a lot more racist people on the white side, for sure. Growing up, I'm talking about. I'm not saying in the world. I'm just saying growing up, from what I've seen, my experiences, I see a lot more racist people on the white side that were racist toward black people. There's tons of black racist people too. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying my personal experiences. But then we get to, and I just said that's one side. Right now, hold on a second. Black Lives Matter leader arrested, put in jail, right? Let's take a look at this for a second. Sentenced to, how about this? The Black Lives Matter activist sentenced to prison for wire fraud. Hold on a second. Let me drop this in. 42 months in prison. Taking millions of dollars, the Black Lives Matter leader, right? And why am I saying that? Because this is very similar to what people are doing. Paid activists, paid people to show up and do stuff. And it doesn't just happen on the black side or the Spanish side. It happens everywhere. It happens in the white culture. It happens everywhere. But the problem is, when it happens, we got to bring it to the attention. And right now, what we're seeing, if you're watching live right now, what we're seeing, okay, are people being paid to do some bullshit out on the streets, right? And again, if you went out there and you had a sign, I got a big heart, I want them to stay, we love them. Can you imagine? Can you, people watching live right now, listen to this damn message. If you're stressed out, sit back and do what? Smoke weed every day. If you're sitting out there, by the way, over 300 people in the chat right now, everybody put 300 in the chat right now. Everybody put 300 in the chat right now. Listen to me, people. If you're over there right now, can you imagine if we had thousands and thousands of protesters out there that said, we love our people, let them stay. Or we love our Spanish people, let them stay. Or we love our Mexicans, let them stay. Or we love these people, let them stay. Can you imagine the movement if the whole whole country started doing that? It would wake up people and there would be a better opportunity. But to be out there rioting, looting, breaking shit down, causing destruction like this here, and then having to call military and ICE, this is not going to help the movement of the Democratic Party. And by the way, this is majority Democrats. So I'm not out there saying there's not Republicans out there doing this, right? I'm not saying there's not Republicans out there doing this, because there are. And let me tell you something. I did see one sign. It said, if this was your boyfriend or if this was your family, you'd be out here too. 1,000%. 1,000%. Let me tell you from the heart. If my son or myself or my wife or whatever, and they're deporting my wife, I don't know if I'd be out there, but I would be finding ways to get my voice out there that they should stay. So I get why. I 100% understand why. But we have to look at the legality of it, the legal law of what's going on. We got to make sure. Take a look at this clip here. This is one of these clips that we go, what the hell? In the chat right now, in the building. One more time. If you voted for Trump, put Trump in the chat right now. If you did not, put USA in the chat right now. Look, he's not going to call in. Forget him. I got live callers going to be calling in. We got live interviews we're going to be doing. But forget Plump. He's not going to call in. I can set it up all day long and show you that he's not going to call in. But take a look at this clip, people.
Fuck you! You're coming the fuck out! Fuck you!
People coming in the chat, you guys see the shit going on in the building. Like, by the way, and I always got to give it to you straight, right? I give it to you straight. I give Plump credit for coming in and speaking his mind, even though I disagree with what he says 99.9% of the time. I will say this, Plump, if you're out and about and you're doing your thing, you don't have your laptop, I get it, you don't have your laptop, and I will blame it on myself. You want to know why I blame it on myself? Because if I had it set up where the mobile phones could work, he'd be able to call in. So it's my fault. I'll take the heat right now. People watching the show right now, I don't give a damn. I blame it on myself. You want to know why? If I had it set up where the phones would work, like where you can call in and it would work responsibly, then he'd be able to call in, and that is my fault, and I take ownership of that. But for whatever reason, my platform on here, my vMix software platform, which is phenomenal, by the way, for some reason, they're having an issue with cell phones calling in. So I'm visiting a new studio that's down here in Florida where we can get people lined up to call in on a mobile device on a phone number. So I'm going to get that set up. So I take complete ownership of that, and I'll get it done. But I have told him numerous times, if you want to call into the show in the morning, make sure you got your laptop, computer, anybody you can call into the show and join us live in the building. So I make that very clear because I do appreciate people's opinions, and I think that is important. So I got to show love to people that are on here right now so you guys understand. I'm not using StreamYard. StreamYard is a platform that is actually a lot less capable. This is just one feature that I have to fix on my software. StreamYard is a very cheap and BS software compared to vMix. When you get off the show, go Google it. ESPN uses vMix, just so you know. So I use the top-notch software. I just have to fix my platform in a way with production. So that is my fault. But I will tell you, if you want to call into the show anytime, Donald J. Plump, you can definitely do that. And you can call in when you have that, and I will get it set up. So I greatly appreciate that. People that are in the chat right now. Here's the part that I want to just explain before we get off the show here. I know we're 10 to 11 every single day, and just so you guys know, I greatly appreciate you guys. The part that's difficult, right, is you look at the military, and I showed you the military so excited about what Trump is doing, right? So excited from all the branches, Marines, the Army, the Navy, everywhere you go. A massive, massive amount of people in that military are rooting for Trump. They want this. They're protecting our country. In the chat right now, put USA for our military. If you're watching live right now, put USA in the chat right now. People, if you're watching live in the building right now, I don't give a damn who you voted for. If you're in this damn country and you appreciate this country and you appreciate people that protect our country, then put in the chat right now, put USA, and take a look at this clip before we sign off. You know why that clip is so important? I don't give a damn what's going on in this world. If you don't protect your home base, if you don't protect your country, if you don't protect the people like your neighbor, if you don't protect our land first, we're in for a long haul. Let me tell you something. This is just our local people running the streets. Can you imagine Russia or China or any of those countries come over and start attacking us right now? And we're worried about a whole bunch of bullshit, people lighting shit on fire in the streets. Like, we're seeing this kind of shit going on. And can you imagine if they came over here right now and tried to attack our spot right now? You know what I'm saying? People that we see, like this man you're about to see, who I don't know if it's a man or a woman, or I don't know what the hell this is, but you know, you're seeing people like this.
And this was Mexico. You can't get this out of the land that was ours.
This is our land. This is our land.
Fascism! Let our people free!
If they did this in any other country, their ass would be in jail. They'd probably be losing fingers, losing limbs, right? That is why this is a great place, on the other hand, because you can speak your mind, do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, these people are just not legal. Donald J. Plump, they're not legal people. Like, they got to go. Like, again, if you keep all of your feelings in it, if my emotions are in it, I'm like, damn, this really sucks bad. I seen videos yesterday of a woman getting separated from her kids. The most horrible. I couldn't even fathom. But you know what I would do? I would go with my kids. That's what I would do. Or my kids would go with me. We wouldn't be separated from country to country. I'd be like, you know what? This is my family. I brought them into this world. I'm going to protect them the best of my ability and make it happen. That's what I would do. But you can't come into the chat every day and not speak on half. He said that's Trump's America. It's not Trump's America. Our citizens voted for Trump to get into the building. Look at all the people that vote for Trump. In the chat right now, put Trump if you voted for Trump. Donald J. Plump, this is why you're going to see right now. This is what you're going to see right now, Plump. And I go on by the way, I share this on New York Today. I share this on Sports Agent. I share this on my platform. I share this on South Beach. I share this on all these platforms across. If you're in the building right now, you voted for Trump, put Trump in the chat. And they still want Trump. Donald J. Plump, take a look real quick in the chat right now. Look at all the people coming into the building right now that voted for Trump. If you did not, then put USA. It's okay. But look at it right now. Look at it right now. It's not about regrets. If you regret voting for Trump, then what that means is right now in this situation only, you are saying that you want all those millions of people to come into our country, which is not safe for our kids. It's not safe for our families. It's not safe for our schools. It's not safe. Why? Because we don't know who they are. We got to call a spade a spade. You might be unhappy with the economy, but you don't understand. There's things with China going on that was going to hurt our country for the long haul. He's putting his foot in the ground going, look, you put tariffs on us, we put them on you. If you drop your tariffs, we drop our tariffs. They want a free trade zone. It isn't like he wants to inflict injury on people or hurt people. He's saying we're putting on you until then. Even Elon Musk is hurting right now because Trump has done this to make sure that we do this the correct way, build in America. So that just tells you right now that people in the building right now understand he didn't go out there, let me just help Elon Musk. No, he didn't do that. Do you realize that's what Joe Biden did? Joe Biden said, let me help Elon Musk and Tesla build by getting electric cars. And he helped Tesla grow all the way to the top. No one's going to admit that, but that's the reality. Out there in California, do you understand what was happening out there in California? All those people trying to force them to buy electric cars and they can't buy gas cars. Can you imagine if you are forced to buy electric car only? That is what it was going to out there in California. That's what the push was. And what did that do for Elon Musk? Made him even more rich. So at the end of the day, take a look at the personalities there. Like Elon Musk knew that they were helping him and he still went and voted for Trump. And then Trump knew Elon Musk was helping him and he still went against what Elon Musk wanted in the situation. So I got to tell you right now, people in the chat, this is an interesting time to be alive, interesting time to see what's going on. I love all the people in here. By the way, MAGA instigators. Okay, Donald J. Plump, one last question because I always call spade a spade. If you're a MAGA instigator and you're out there doing stuff in the streets you shouldn't be doing, it's wrong. 1,000%. If you're an instigator and you're causing inflict or pain or hurting people, you're wrong, right? If you're out there, if the Proud Boys, if they're doing some good stuff protecting, but they're doing the wrong stuff on the racist perspective, it's wrong, right? I tell on both sides. Democrats out there violently protesting, doing crazy shit, burning cars. This is mostly Democrats out there because they want to get Kamala Harris in office. They voted for, before we get off, I'm not going to get off hand right now, but they really voted for Joe Biden, and then Kamala Harris was forced on you. That's what happened. As a Democrat in the chat right now, you voted for Joe Biden more than likely. He was going to be the president if he won, until the Democrats pushed him out, put him in his cage, and said, here comes Kamala Harris. And that was forced on you. You didn't have a decision on that. That's what it was. We as Americans voted for Donald Trump. The majority of people voted for Donald Trump. And that's what happened right now. White people, Black people, Spanish people. Do you know down here in Miami, we have so many Spanish people everywhere? Do you know how many Trump flags are down here? Do you know how many people support Trump? You know how many people on my street that are even very successful Spanish people have families and parties, and they go in downtown and they have some poor areas too, and they go and there's all these Trump flags. Trump was walking around downtown Miami, in and out of bars and restaurants, and people were saluting him and clapping for him. I'm telling you, you got to open your eyes on both sides, and that's what I try to do. People watching the live stream right now, I greatly appreciate you. I'm going to close the poll. Actually, in the chat right now, I didn't even put a damn poll today. You know what? I'm going to do a poll right now if you're watching live. Right now, if you're in the building right now, let's just get this poll out of the way right now. In the chat, I'm going to put deport or let them stay. Here we go. Ready? Deport. If you're watching live right now, get ready to vote. It's going to hit the chat right away. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Bang. In the chat. If you're watching live right now, look at the poll. I just dropped it in the chat right now. Everybody watching live. We got 270 people in here. Let's get 270 votes right now. I just dropped it in the chat right now. People watching, take a look. Hurry up. The poll is in the chat right now. The poll's in the chat. Hit those three dots on your phone, whatever you got to do to vote. Here you go. Here come the votes right now. We already got 50 votes already. Bang. Let's go. Let's get 300 freaking votes right now in the chat. 70% right now are saying deport. And whether you want to deport them or not deport them, or why you want to deport them, whether it's right or wrong, or if your emotion is in it, just click on that vote right now, and you can see. We already got 100 votes in the chat right now. Everybody, if you're watching live, make sure you do that. When we went 8 minutes past time, I felt sick today when I woke up. It really sucked when I woke up this morning. My throat was freaking sore. It might be because the change of season or the AC, or I got to get the AC ducts clean. Who the hell knows what the hell's going on? But at the end of the day, I woke up and I felt like shit. But again, I'm not going to miss a day if I can get in here. I said, you know what? Today's a tough day for me, but I'm going to throw my damn, sport coat on, dress shirt, because when shit's tough, you got to get up and do what you got to do as part of life. And I greatly appreciate everybody in here. All love, respect to everybody that's in our live stream on a daily basis. It means a lot to me, that you guys are here. I don't care what side you're on. If you are a Democrat, if you're a Republican, I don't care who you are in the chat right now. Make sure you vote right now. People, hammer time in the building. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you. In the chat right now. Everybody, put Trump or put USA right now as we get ready to sign off. I just want to get that wave going, let YouTube know what we're talking about in the building. Greatly appreciate all you beautiful people in the chat right now. Put Trump right now or put USA if you did not vote for him. It's okay. I still love and appreciate you. Donald J. Plump, we like to have fun in here. If you come in and say some crazy outlandish shit that I don't like, I might say dump the plump or whatever. But everybody in here, we appreciate you. Even the Republicans in here, when they hear you come in and saying a whole bunch of bullshit that we don't agree with, we still love and appreciate you. Yes, I'll be live for the game tonight. It will be difficult for me to do, obviously. but the game will be on. I don't have to talk the whole game, but I will be here 100% in the chat right now. If you're watching live in the building, I will be live for the NBA Finals tonight for the Pacers and OKC for Game 3. I will be live tonight for the game because I cannot miss it. And then tomorrow morning, I will be live, obviously, as well. So tonight for the game, if you're going to watch it, do not watch the NBA Finals by yourself. If you're just joining us for the first time, let me know. Put first time in the chat right now. But if you are going to watch the game tonight, NBA Finals, OKC versus Pacers, do not watch it by yourself on your TV. Come on here and come on the YouTube channel. I will have the live audio, the scoreboard, everything right here, live with our massive community of thousands of people watching the game in here. There'll be a lot of people in here tonight. You can even put it on your TV and mute it and then have the sound coming through from our show so we can all hang out and bullshit and have a good time. So greatly appreciate you. Tomorrow morning, Big Bill, all love to you. Prayers in the chat for Big Bill, one of our greatest people and MVPs of our chat. We greatly appreciate you and love you guys very much. Thank you for joining our show all the time. I greatly appreciate that. And I'm also pinning a bunch of messages to the top here. Let me see right here. All love. Yeah, we're going to get, don't worry, Nathan, we're going to get the Madden going for you. That is my fault. Actually, you know what, Nathan? I'm going to send you a monthly pass tonight. If you're watching live, Pimple Mama too, I think you have. Dennis, how are you? I welcome you to the chat. Thank you for joining our show today.
Make some noise!
Tonight, the watch party will be tonight for the game. But yeah, Pimple Mama, I don't know how Nathan usually does this, but if we can, I want to send Nathan a monthly pass to Xbox Live or PlayStation Network, whatever he has, so he can play live for the month. I promised him that, and I did not follow through with that. I think because I need to have his information to send it to him. But yes, or I could even send you the money directly, however, whatever it costs, $25, $30 for the month. Nathan, I want to send that to you. I owe that to you, and we will play live on the show. But I will definitely send that over to you, and I will definitely beat you in Madden 100%. So be ready, because I'm not taking it easy, but I will send that out to you. I love and appreciate everybody that's in the chat right now. If you did not vote, I just put the voting in the chat right now. It was coming through quickly, and then it got reinstated. If you're in the chat right now, hurry up and vote. Deport or let them stay. The vote is in there. You have to hit those 3 dots and vote. I'm getting ready to sign off in about 1 minute. So if you're in the chat right now and you hear my voice sounds crazy, yes, I apologize. I lost my voice, but I've been sipping on this coffee right here. And if you're stressed out, do what? Smoke weed every day. Just saying, you could do that. H. Christ in the building. Welcome to the show. Greatly appreciate all you guys for joining every single day. You guys make it wonderful. You guys make it great. I'm going to end that poll. I only did that poll for a couple minutes for people in the chat to vote. But all love to you guys. I'm getting ready to sign off. When you see the screen on there, listen, Pimple Mama, all our Mason mobbers in the chat right now. Pimple Mama, Jeff Lee, Nathan, H. Christ, Brittany, Lala, Kevin, Flavor, all you people in the chat coming in right now. I'm getting ready to sign off. Make sure, okay, Lance, Dennis, Richard, Hammer Time, Tech Guy, Sam, everybody in the building right now. I'm going up as fast as I can. If you're in the chat right now, I'm getting ready to sign off. Make sure you refresh your screens when I sign off, about 15 seconds after I sign off. Leave a message on the video. So important to get it out there. All love to you. I'll see you guys tonight for the NBA Finals. And then tomorrow morning, I will be live for the show. All love to you. And again, stay blessed. Donald J. Plump, all love to you as well. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning and also tonight. And if you have your computers or laptops, you'll be able to call into the show until I fix that. Then that is my fault until that is done. All love to you. Have a great rest of your day. And I'll see all of you tonight or tomorrow morning. Take care.
You don't even understand who I be DMing. Maybe Lenny Kravitz thinks I'm a troll. That's what it is. I be like, Lenny, you know it's me. You better answer me back.
You got to send your next message from @outlook.com.
@outlook.com. Y'all, I have the best news. This is such great news for the icon.